Καλώς ήρθατε στο Hogwarts Legacy. Στο προηγούμενο επεισόδιο, στο τέλος, δεν έσπασαν. Για κάποιο λόγο το live σταμάτησε. Εγώ συνέχισα να παίζω, δεν έκλεισα εγώ το live, απλά σταμάτησε από μόνο του λογικά, λόγω ίντερνετ.
Does it get any more cold?
Revelio.
Πήγα σε μια σπηλιά, σκότωσα εκεί κάτι αράχνες, και μια μεγάλη στο τέλος που ήταν και boss, αλλά νομίζω ήταν 25 level και την κέρδισα αρκετά εύκολα. Την αποστολή μου την είχε βάλει εδώ ο κυριούλης και τώρα θα του μιλήσω να του πω ότι το έκανα.
I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
Ναι. Σίγουρα δεν είναι. Όχι, δεν ήταν. Ναι. Δεν ήταν αθώα.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Indeed you don't. It's not a pretty sight. Όχι, δεν είναι.
Even so, you'll want to prepare yourself. The place needs something of clean-up.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
Επόμενο, αυτός τι έχει εδώ, τι πουλάει. Περίμενε κυριούλη.
What sort of thing are we looking for? Thank you for stopping in. Be sure to visit us again soon.
Εδώ έχω main quest. Τι είναι αυτό? Α, η αποστολή του Fig. Fig. Α, δεν είναι Fig, ψέματα Dick λέγεται αυτός. Πού τα έχω τα Threstal? Όχι, δεν είναι εδώ. Είναι από εδώ. Να το μικρούλι. Έλα.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Τα άλλα που είναι, δεν τα βλέπω. Από εδώ λέει.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts. But sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
Δεν τα καλό.
It sounds to me as if your master got what he deserved.
Deke never wanted anyone to get hurt. Not the
I love
Phoenix,
that.
not Tobbs, and not even Master. Deke often wonders what became of that Phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
Πήγα 35. Αυτό το χάσα γιατί δεν τρώνε μόνο εδώ σου. Που τους έχω... Ένα μικρούλι ήμουν κάπως είναι έτσι. Τώρα βάζω τα βατραχάκια να κάνουν ένα παιδάκι. Μόνο το θηλυκό μπαίνει μέσα. Το αρσενικό πήγε, έκανε τη δουλειά του και βγήκε. Γεια σου Χριστίνα, είναι Fantastic Beasts, φανταστικά ζωάκια, υπάρχουν και ταινίες 3. Και έχω πιάσει μερικά και αυτά εδώ πέρα, αυτό το μικρούλι είναι το παιδάκι από αυτόν και ένα θηλυκό τέτοιο, το ανάτο, αυτό εδώ. Αυτό εδώ πέρα είναι μέρος στο οποίο κάνουν τη δουλίτσα τους και γεννάει μετά καθήμανο μέσα, πόση ώρα, μισή ώρα, και γεννάει ένα μικρούλι. Αυτό λες, έτσι? Και που δεν πήγα, εδώ δεν πήγα. Και εδώ έχω κάτι τέτοια. Αυτό είναι το μικρό εδώ πέρα. Χριστίνα, δεν απάντησες, οπότε φαντάζομαι ότι δεν είσαι εδώ. Α, εδώ είσαι, οκ.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions.
Όχι. Λάθος μου. Ίσως πρέπει να βάλω ένα... Τι είναι αυτό? Δεν ξέρω. Medium Scientist Potion. Research Scientist. Αυτό φτιάχνεις 3. Αυτό φτιάχνεις 2. Και αυτό 1. Θα τα μαζέψω αυτά τώρα, εφόσον έχω πάρει τα άλλα που είναι πολλά. Τα μαζεύω. Άμα αυτό νομίζω. Ευανέσκο. Βλέπω τον Τικ να τρέχει να ταΐζει τα χνοδεταζάκια. Δυστυχώς δεν μπορώ να τον κάνω να τα ταΐζει μόνος του. Μπράβο που πέτυχες τώρα, με έχω ακόμα λάθος το λέω. Λοιπόν, ώρα να φύγω από εδώ να κάνω καμιά αποστολή.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Κρύο.
Revelio.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Στο προηγούμενο επεισόδιο, σε ένα προηγούμενο επεισόδιο, σώσαμε έναν υπόγρυπα. Αυτόν που είναι δεξιά στην οθόνη. Αυτόν.
I should dismount here.
Και αυτή εδώ η κοπελίτσα ρωτάει γι' αυτόν. Α, ένα κουνελάκι. Γεια σου κουνελάκι.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Your secret is safe with me.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Μα το Gollum πριν πάνω από 300 φορές το έλεγε το όνομά του. Το Gollum τι είναι ρε? Εξωτικό. Όχι Goblin, τι είναι? Εξωτικό πρέπει να είναι. Ο Dick.
Revelio.
A centaur.
Ένας κένταυρος.
Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Θα παλέψω και με κένταυρο.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Revelio.
Έλα, τι είναι αυτό?
Dugbog behave that violently.
Έλα.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
Ο βάτραχος αυτός έφαγε ένα τάρανδο.
It's almost like there's something in the water.
Να ήταν κουνελάκι και ένα τότρο, οκ, το τάρανδο ολόκληρο.
What is it?
Not entirely sure.
Revelio.
If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Α, δεν ξέρω τι είναι το Gollum, πάλι δεν το θυμάμαι, το έχω δει μια φορά αυτό.
Beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Πίνεις ρε, τι να είναι.
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about
Revelio.
this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here.
Έλα.
Let's get a better lay of the land.
Πάρω φίλτρο, δεν έχω σβήσει ποτέ. Ποιο μας κάνει αόρατος. Visibility potion, thunder brew, focus potion. Increase taking spell damage for a limited amount of time.
That's brilliant.
This is pointless. No one comes through here.
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Πολύ γρήγορα τελείωσε.
Turn my back for 1 second and what happens? Collapse.
Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Show yourself.
Put me in places! Defender!
Merlin, you'd think they would
Revelio.
hire a minister for magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
Όχι, δεν πετάει ο Dick.
We're in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here.
Δεν έχεις δει Harry
How could
Potter.
they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Λοιπόν, δεν πρέπει να με δει, λέει, αλλά έχω invisibility potion παρόλο που κρατάει για 4 δευτερόλεπτα. Πάτε το πίνω.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, stroking a butt.
Και το έκανα πετρίφικο στο τέλος.
Revelio.
Έχει άλλο δρόμο.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we
Πετρίφικο στο
want.
τέλος.
Yes, but only muggles fall from such ailments. You really do worry too much.
Λοιπόν, με το invisibility potion δεν με βλέπουν καθόλου.
No one hides from me.
Τώρα πήγε να με δει, αλλά πρόλαβα και το ήπια. Σκοτώνεις και τους ταΐζεις στα ζώα. Όχι. Όχι. Βασικά στους δράκους εδώ πέρα μπορούσα να τους τάιζα. Αλλά εξαφανίζονται μόλις τους σκοτώνω. Εν τω μεταξύ ο χαρακτήρας μου είναι 17 χρονών. Έλα, θέλω να ελευθερώσω όλα αυτά. Το πρόβατο γιατί δεν ξέρω γιατί το έχουν πιάσει. Βασικά δεν είναι πρόβατο αυτό.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
Α, έχουν πιάσει ένα δράκο.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
Ναι, αλλά πριν είχε το σκουβόξυλο. Εγώ είχα σκουβόξυλο. Τι καράδιο έχεις δει, δεν κατάλαβα.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Revelio. Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact. Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Ja, Maven.
Expelliarmus!
Έλα. Disarm a Poacher Executioner. Use a Mandrake. Έλα.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend? My boy.
Come here.
The pulsar.
Stop right there.
Let's get this out.
See how you like this?
Expelliarmus! Defender! Glacier!
Έλα ρε.
Revelio! Expelliarmus!
Shall we finish what we started? They've got a bio. You the last return.
Confringo! Accio! Instant!
Shall we not, are we? Pathetic! I have rested
Λοιπόν, έχω και curse, το ξέχασα. Τέλεια. Πρέπει να την ελευθερώσουμε, λέει.
This may have been a bad idea.
Να μας φάει. Θα φάει. Τον Έλα ρε, μην τη χτυπάτε. Το Incendio που είναι spell κοντινό το έκανε τώρα για να ανοίξει στην οροφή τρύπα. Τουλάχιστον να σφάζεται κάποιο άλλο.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
Και εγώ το πήρα.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly
Δεν
leave
ήξερε
us
ότι
a
έλειπε το αυγό
calling card.
της.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Τι ωραίο θα ήταν να εξαφανίζομαι και στην πραγματικότητα έτσι κάποιος ήθελες να τους φας. Τους διέλυσες. Όχι, αυτοί με χτύπησαν αρκετά. Απλά είχα potions, φίλτρα που γιατρευόμουν και ήμουν εντάξει.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Τελείωσε η αποστολή. Τι θέλει εδώ, stone tables. Τέλος πάντων. Αποστολή δεν έχω, αλλά είπα να πάω πίσω στο Hogwarts, οπότε λογικά θα μου δώσει μέχρι να φτάσω εκεί.
Always going somewhere, that one.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Η Professor Weasley θέλω να μάθει επιτέλους ένα καινούργιο spell.
Revelio. Knowing the meat, he's likely studied here.
Δεν το έχω κάνει αυτό. Πέντε στα 5.
Revelio.
Side quests. Collect the field guide pages in the underground harbor. Collect the field guide pages. Θα πάω να μάθω το spell πρώτα και μετά θα πάω στα side quests.
Revelio. Revelio. So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. Revelio.
Πάνω από εδώ. Να σε εδώ εκεί που δεν έχω ανοίξει. Εδώ μέσα. Αποκλείεται. Εκτός αν εμφανίζονται και μετά. Λοιπόν, πάνω δεν πάει. Προς τα πού πάει. Λοιπόν, πάνω πάει όντως.
The book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Okay, that could be fun, if I must.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Golden Snake Bird, όχι, αποκλείεται. Δεν ξέρω τι είναι αυτά τα δύο, αλλά θα πω αυτό γιατί μοιάζει με το Snitch.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis αυτό.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Όχι, the Snitch. Αχ, ένα από αυτά τα δύο είναι τώρα. Το πω αυτό.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Polyjuice, όχι species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Θα ήθελα περισσότερες ερωτήσεις. Όχι, είναι η αλήθεια. Αλλά θέλω να δω και τελειοποιεί.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
έχω ιδέα τι είπε. The Order of Men, the Wizard Council. Confederation. Αυτό θα πω.
The International Confederation of Wizards.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards Council. The Wizards Council disbanded in 17...
Εντάξει, δεν με νευρίζεις. Which dragon breed is the smallest? Ukrainian. Πού να ξέρω. Iron Bailey Viper Tooth.
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though the Viper Tooth is the
αυτό.
smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hemkis. Peter Crown, Nancy Hogg. Αυτή λογικά γιατί έχει Hogg στην αρχή του επιθέτου της.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft.
Δεν με νοιάζει, τελείωνε. Εγώ φταίω που σε πήρα. The hindbind was accidentally created by cross-breeding a hole with other magical creatures. Τι είναι το hide behind? Hide behind. Runespore, Lethy Fold.
A rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise.
Demiguise.
While the hide behind has the... What is the own...
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm, the only known survivor. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Αυτή εδώ.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic. Δεν έχω ιδέα. Never take a sleeping dragon. Look before you leap. Αυτό λογικά.
Knowledge is the real magic.
No. The answer was never take a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Basilisk, the Ashwinder, the Runespoon. Δεν ξέρω τι είναι το Runespoon. Αλλά θα πω το Runespoon.
The rune spore.
That's right. According to Castlemouths, each of the runes pores 3 heads.
Έλα, είναι τη δώσω. Αυτή εδώ πέρα η κοπελίτσα μου με ρώτησε 5 ερωτήσεις, απάντησα σωστά. Και μετά είχε την επιλογή να μην... Είχα την επιλογή να μην με ρωτήσει άλλες, αλλά εγώ επέλεξα να με ρωτήσει. Και απάντησα μόνο 2 σωστά στις 7 που μου είχε κάνει. Δεν ξέρω τι ρωτάει. Δεν έχω ιδέα.
Done. The American school was founded in the 17th century. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard?
Elixir. Amortenia.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive.
Όλο τυχαία τα έχω
Are you
πατήσει αυτά.
interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Τι εννοείς, όχι, δεν
I
θέλω
don't
άλλο.
have time for another quiz at the moment.
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of it.
Τι θα κερδίσω.
learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Λες να κερδίσω κάτι αν...
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe.
Well, are you ready to test your expertise with my most difficult questions?
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Λέει Emir the Devil. Δεν έχω ιδέα. Αλλά μισό λεπτό.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a
Τώρα
player.
κλέβω πάντως.
Staging is when two
Τα βλέπω πολλού.
chasers knock the other team's keeper away from... A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last
Rewards
up to
for
a week.
completing.
What plant excretes stink sap?
Τις ερωτήσεις αυτές λέει εδώ πέρα. Μισό λεπτό να δω τι μου δίνει. Δεν μπορώ να δω τι μου δίνει.
Mimblus Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimblus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You should be pleased with your performance.
Μπορεί να κερδίσει κανένα γιατρικό. Δεν ξέρω. Στριμμένη φαίνεται αυτή, με νευρίασε. Το παίζει έξυπνη. Α, κέρδισα όντως κάποια. το Wing, αυτό τέλος πάντων το πρώτο πράσινο είναι γιατρικό που λες, και το άλλο ήταν κάποιο φίλτρο που δεν τα χρειάζομαι τα φίλτρα, η αλήθεια, και ναι, όντως σε αυτό το δεύτερο έκλεψα. Όχι, τι έκανα. Μισό λεπτό, έκανα μια βλακεία. Εντάξει.
Revelio.
Αν ήξερα θα μου δώσει, πώς λέγεται, φίλτρα, δεν θα δοκίμαζα καν, απλά θα έφευγα. Πάμε πως κερδίσω καμιά σελίδα ακόμη.
Revelio.
Δεν είναι από κάτω. Α, ναι, πάω για το spell.
Revelio.
Τι κάνεις τέτοια ώρα εδώ?
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
Τα έκανα, δεν τα έκανα αυτά. Attend the transfiguration during a day. Okay. Έλα, έκανα το... Τι κουβάγια βιβλίο.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight.
Ή απλά μπορεί να είναι η όρασή μου, λέει, να έχω θέμα.
You all know what to do. Beautifully done.
Λοιπόν, τώρα που έμαθα αυτό, θα πάρω και αυτό εδώ το talent. Γιατί κάνει τους εχθρούς βαρέλια που ανατινάζονται, και με το ένα βαρέλι μπορώ να σκοτώσω δύο. Αυτόν που τον έκανα βαρέλι και τον επόμενο. Οπότε εννοείται. Και από εδώ δεν νομίζω να πάρω κάποιο άλλο. Εδώ θέλω τώρα βάτα κατάμπρα. Όχι ρε, αυτή είναι γλυκούλα. Εμένα μου εσέσα. Αχ, έλεος. Ακνευρίζει αυτό.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Δεν θυμάμαι καν τι κουβέντα κάνουμε, αλλά θα πω ένα όχι.
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Sebastian, τι έπαθε τώρα?
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook. Δύο άτομα μιλάνε gobbledygook. Ο Υπόβη θέλει να κάνουμε κάτι με τον δράκο που σώσαμε. Η μαμά της Νάτι κάτι θέλει να μιλήσουμε. Αυτός θέλει meet Sebastian by the Overlook. Λοιπόν, θα πάμε για την αποστολή με τον δράκο για να τελειώσω μόλις, να το κλείσω μόλις τη τελειώσω. Τώρα αυτές ήταν οι αποστολές, Χριστίνα. Και δεν ξέρω τι ακριβώς θέλω να κάνω. Hogsmeade. Λογικά να πάω το αυγό πίσω στο δράκο, γιατί το είχαν κλέψει αυτοί οι κακοί που σκότωσα πριν, που είδωσα ότι τους διέλυσα. Και θα ελπίσουμε να μην με φάει ο δράκος.
Hogsmeade, here
Γιατί δεν μπορείς να κοιμηθείς?
One never knows when society will be thrown into the midst of unrest.
Θες να δεις τι γίνεται με το δράκο?
Revelio.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me.
Νομίζω σε 20 λεπτά θα τελειώσω.
Makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Σιγά μην έλεγα ότι έχουμε κάνει αρκετά για
That's a good
αυτή.
idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
I'd rather not say at present.
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Άρα δεν έχει νέα για το δράκο. Έλα λοιπόν, με έφερες μέχρι εδώ τσάμπα. Νόμιζα θα τις πηγαίναμε το αυγό. Πάω να μιλήσω και με τη μαμά της Νάτη να δούμε τι θέλει και λογικά θα το κλείσω εδώ άμα δεν θέλει να κάνουμε κάτι για αυτή.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
So frustrating.
Revelio.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not
Incrível,
meddle in the
gazela.
affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Είναι ανημάγκος συνάτη. Που σημαίνει ότι μπορεί να γίνει ζώο όποτε θέλει.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Και ένα άλλο παιχνίδι σαν και αυτό μπορούσαν να φτιάξουν σε μια άλλη περιοχή από τα σχολεία που υπάρχουν.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form, but she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We can't allow your mother to stop her. Εντάξει, έχετε τελειώσει αυτό.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Revelio.
Τελείωσε και αυτή να μιλήσει ήθελε. Χριστίνα, αν είσαι ακόμη εδώ, έχω 3 αποστολές. Αυτή εδώ πέρα είναι side quest. Να βρω κάτι σε ένα χάρτη που δεν το έχω βρει. Αν και μπορεί να πέρασε μια φορά από εκεί, αλλά δεν θυμάμαι που είναι. Και ένα από αυτά τα δύο, ποιο λες να κάνω? Του Σεμπάστιαν ή από αυτό το ξωτικό?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Come now, don't be stingy.
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you for passing through.
Is the new reversal hex really so sinister?
Λοιπόν, τελειώνω το βίντεο εδώ. Θα συνεχίσω αύριο το μεσημέρι λογικά. Θα λέμε τότε.